Hey guys, my name's Jordan, producer name Nutrium. Just going to show you guys how to make your own reverb bus. I'm using Ableton Live. This will work for any DAW, it doesn't really matter. And you don't have to have all of these plugins either, like Valhalla Room. You can use just a standard reverb, but basically this is my track without this on. Just start from here. Then I'll just switch it. It's very, very subtle in this track, but I'll show you what happens anyway when you turn it off and solo it. You can actually hear it. It just cuts it out of the way, so it makes room for, you know, other instruments and a bit more space. So I'll just show you what's on there. Okay, so if we go down to Valhalla, now any reverb that you put on it, you want to have it 100%. That's just to make sure that you're getting the full amount of reverb, okay? And that is because anything that you send to this bus, you can automate from here. So basically this parameter here, is the one that you're going to want to change. This one right here. So this will determine how much reverb is being sent to this plugin, okay? So if I play this just the piano loop, you can hear it for the reverb. And now if I increase this, that's now getting 100% reverb. Okay, so if I just bring it back to where it was, like that, it's just a bit subtle. And you just dial it into whatever you like, okay? Now the next thing I've got on this processing bus is a saturator. So the saturator is just gonna boost the reverb a little bit. Now I just felt it was lacking a little bit, so that's why that's there. Next thing is an EQ. So the EQ here is on mid-side processing. Now if you don't know about mid-side, go and check it out because it's really helpful. Now the whole idea between mid and side is basically the mid is, if you're looking in the spectrum, is down the line, okay? Side is just everything that goes from left to right, okay? So with the reverb, you want to do this because you don't want all of your frequencies going to the sides. You want to keep all your low frequencies in the middle, and then you want to boost here. You want a high shelf, your top, basically at around, I've got it around 4,000 on the side. So it makes your mix feel and your reverb feel a little bit wider. Okay, I chuck a multiband compressor on there just out of these plugins here. Multiband dynamics, multiband compressor, and just stick it on there as it is. That just glues it all together a little bit. The next thing is the most important of all. It is when you compress and you side chain your kick. Now you can do this with a side chain, you can do it with an LFO, shaper, whatever you want to do, but it doesn't matter. This is the main part because this gives it the pump, as you'll hear now. See how it's just dry, and you can see how it ducks out of the way for the kick, ducks out of the way for the snare. Now the last thing is something that you don't necessarily need to have, but it does help, and it's a gate. Now the gate is the thing that ducks, because the reverb tail slowly declines. Sometimes you don't want that, you want it to get out of the way quick, so you drop a gate on there. Here's without. It just follows, and here's with. Okay, so that's basically it, guys, and then it comes back into and just dial it in. And there's no real technique or, you know, amount of plugins you can put on it. It's all about trying whatever you think would sound good, and if it sounds good and it's in phase, just use it, okay? That's it.